Moving. We're going to put on a great finale for Shangri-la 2 here to the start stage. We have a little bit of a PA problem. This thing is doing pretty good. What this is going to do for us, we're going to get a national anthem. That was one of the big first steps.
watch that 1Z. Does not want to turn at all. Frisbee out front, Sharpstein second. Noe is 3, Coyle back there 4, Zacharias 5. Making the number 78 right there, 6. Zacharias still fighting a handling problem on that 1Z. He's trying to sort it out. They're going to have to go to work on that. Now Zacharias brings the 55 pit side. Loose race cars are usually fast. Chris Zacharias was such a loose condition, he's dirt tracking it out there. Noe right up on the back bumper of Sharpstein. They're battling the runner-up spot down the backstretch. Set the pace out there about 10 car lengths out in front of Gary Noe. White flag on the Speedway. One more time around. White flag out.
Check.
Frisbee, Noe, Sharpstein, Coyle, and Zacharias in that order. Morris and Hanbury up there on that front row. Bring them through 3 and 4. Coming down for the green flag here on the front straight. Heat number 1 for the Super. Side by side through 1 and 2. Morris a little bit out of shape. Grabs a handful of steering wheel. Hanbury out to the front. Replica and Ridley. Battling that 3rd and 4th spot. Replica takes it over. Buckley back to 4th. Bob Wilton up to that number 5 spot. Should be up to temperature by now. Moore's trying to close back in on Hanbury. Ripnicoff has got a half-pass on Rod. He's right up on the back bumper of Moore's. Moore's rescued the setup just a little bit. He had a little bit of smoke rolling off that right rear coming off of turn 4. Ripnicoff right up on his back bumper. Wide, but he's having to carry it all the way to the wall. Ripkova down the inside takes over the number 2 spot. Buckley trying to follow him through and have the door closed in his face. Hanbury in command, about a 10-car length lead, but Ripkova has quickly put some distance between him and Nick Morris. Buckley just took a look to the inside of the Bully Electric number 6 machine. Nothing doing this time by. They've been racing so hard with each other, they are starting to close on Hanbury. 2 laps to go. The gap getting closer between the 21 to 32. Down to about 6 car lengths now. Hanbury opens it up on the backstretch a bit. White flag coming this time by. Buckley took a peek out the outside of the boards machine that time into turn 1. Nothing to do it. Final time off of 3 and 4. Picks up the win. Tyler Wick right there in the number 2 spot. Nick Borge is 3. Picking him up, green rag in the air. Clemens was slated to go on the inside pole. Apparently decided to put it towards the back of the pack for the start. Brett Mansell moves that orange number 18 up there in the number 1 spot. Right now he's number 2 on the backstretch. Sellers will lead lap number 1. Krzyzewski makes the pass down the inside in the number 17. Sets his sights on Sellers. Todd Lorenzo now working on Mansell for that number 3 spot. Krzyzewski right up to the back bumper on the Sellers machine. Tries a wide entry, comes to the bottom off of turn 2. Drag race for turn 3. Krzyzewski down the inside. Works off of turn 4. Picks it up. He'll take over the top spot. Lorenzo rides 3, Mansell 4. The 51 of Scott Eager riding in that number 5 spot. Krzyzewski, first time out in the number 17 car, having a good run in his out rod. Parallel 6 in the air. Top 2 cars have really pulled away from the rest of the field. Lorenzo trying to close in. Gave a little battle between Egar and Mansell back there in the 4th and 5th spot. Field as your leaders work into turn 3 and 4. Off turn 4, Matt Krzyzewski picks up the win. Sellers is second. Lorenzo will cross 3. Mansell 4 and Eager trying to good shot up the outside. Came up just a little short. He'll settle for 5th. Todd Geist and Patty Pruitt on that front row. Todd and Jerry Janine on the front row. Zach Curran up to the number 2 spot. He threw it, didn't make the call. Curran up to that number 2 spot, pulls right up on the back bumper of the 7G. Next number 12 is Zach Truesdale. Truesdale in command. Curran right there second. Drives there in the number 3 spot, trying to close in on your top 2. Ramos a real wide exit on turn 2 that time. That cost him some. And Zacharias to bring the 55 in. Again, a shakedown cruise for the black 55. Battle for the number 3 spot. Jerry Deneen looking down the inside of the 09 of Mike Ramos for that number 3 position. Ramos having a little bit of a handling problem, sliding out to the outside of the turns on exit. A little bit of dirt tracking going on back there by Todd Geist. Geist grabbed a handful of steering wheel down there in turn 3 and 4. Still a good battle going on up there for the top spot. Curran looking at the back bumper of Truesdale. Truesdale spun the tires off of turn 2 that time just a little bit. Curran pulled right up on the back bumper. Arrow sticks to the air, 2 to go. Curran inching closer and closer down there in the number 2. He wants to pick up a checkered flag at the haunting on the hill. It's got to be go time off of turn 2. Truesdale a good corner that time. He's got it covered going into turn 3. Curran right to the bottom of the Speedway. Truesdale crosses to the top spot. Curran second. Deneen crosses 3. Ramos is 4. We'd like to announce about 8 other special awards here. Ron Hills from the Race Report TV show put up $100 per class for the longest haul into Shangri-la 2 Motor Speedway today. And we split it into 2 $50 winners, so each class will have 2 winners to help offset the gas for the long haul in here to Shangri-La. We've got some pretty good distances going on. In the 4 cylinders, out of Wapalapa, Pennsylvania, Harry O'Neill in the 126. He traveled 2 hours and 7 minutes, according to Google, to get here. And the farthest distance is Rochester, New York, 2 hours and 20 minutes to 136 of Dalton Martin. They'll both pick up $50 apiece to help pay off the gas coming in here. The Legend cars, second closest, and an hour and a half away, is Kevin Wilkins out of Hornell, New York. And the long haul for the Legends, and this guy's a dedicated racer, 3 hours and 10 minutes to Warren, Pennsylvania, Mike Peterson in the number 5M. In the B-Mod, the $50 for second place going out to Todd Lorenzo out of Buffalo, New York. Takes him almost 3 hours to get here. And with a 3-hour and 10-minute drive, the longest distance for the B-Mod, Mike Ramos in the number 09. Nice to see Mike Ramos coming down with us. He's up in Little Falls. In the street stock, hands down, Tony Johnson. He works and lives down in North Carolina, made the trip up here to compete in the street stocks here for that purpose only, and he'll pick up one of the $50 wins. And Jay Murda in the number 16 machine at 2 hours and 57 minutes out of Buffalo, New York, picks up another $50 for a long distance tow. So thanks to Rod Hills and the race report. White flags is waved, green flag in the hand of our starter down here. They're formed up over on the backstretch. Green lane takes it out to the top spot. There's 3 wide into turn 1. Back there for second. O'Neill backs out of it a little bit, laying on the outside of the black Pinto. Blackwell up the center of the 3 car. O'Neill back there 4, and here comes the 31 of Shad Blackwell. Top 6 cars pulling away from the rest of the field, and I told you that little front-wheel drive green Dodge Neon is a fast little race car, hanging right there in the top 6 with all those rear-wheel drivers. Lane and lane out front. That is Blackwell and Blackwell, 3rd and 4th. A pair of family affairs going on in the front of the field. Amanda Defoe is trying to break that up. Amanda Defoe in that green Dodge Neon trying to break up the Blackwell family affair. She wants to get around, take over that number 4 spot. Gets a good run on Alan Blackwell down the backstretch. She's going to lead into turn 3. Defoe up to the number 4 spot, sets her sights on that number 31 of Shad Blackwell. That's Alan's son out there running 3rd. But right now, it's Joe Lane out on the top of the field. A.J. Lane in the number 12 running right on his back bumper. Shad Blackwell is going to have company. In fact, he's got it right now. Defoe right up on his back bumpers. They work 3 and 4. She comes right down to the bottom of the speedway. Hard left turn side by side with Blackwell into turn 1, and she's got the spot into turn 1. Blackwell right back at her on the outside. Wheel-to-wheel action back there in the 3rd spot. Blackwell won the drag race off of turn 2. Amanda Defoe trying to get right down to the inside and pull up alongside again. She's a little better in 3 and 4. Blackwell a little better in 1 and 2. Defoe in command of that 3rd spot when they hit the stripe that time. Picked up that left rear wheel coming off of turn 2. 3-wheel. A.J. Lane taking a look to the outside on Joe Lane. Takes it deep in the high side. Brings it to the bottom of a turn 2. Nothing doing this time on the backstretch. Shad Blackwell not letting Defoe get too far away, but both of them racing so hard they're catching up towards the leaders. Not sure if they've got enough laps or not. Next time by, we're going to be looking at cross flags. Got 10 laps to the books, and the Lane boys have just got into lap traffic. Amanda Defoe is a young lady on a mission. Put the clock on her, the gap between second and third is a lot smaller than it used to be. Still a long ways to go to make the catch-up. Yes, definitely liking her green little hot rod. Comes up on lap traffic off of turn 2, hanging it right down on the inside white stripe. Amanda Defoe, by a few hundredths, the fastest car on the racetrack right now. Joe Lane picking his way off turn 4. He still leads AJ by about a car length. 25 lap feature for the four cylinders. AJ getting a little racy. Took it in deep in turn 1. Brings it to the bottom in turn 2. Tries to get a run, but we've got a yellow flag coming out. I believe that was down to 3 and 4, and I believe it was Amanda Defoe that got sideways. Pair of Lanes on the front row, a pair of Blackwells on the second row. Amanda Defoe right there in the 5th spot, the 136. Dalton Martin rides in the 7th position. We have stock 4-cylinders and super stock 4-cylinders. Actually, 2 classes racing in this one race. Lane up through the gears, got the advantage at the start. Everybody bunched up and running. Chad Blackwell showing some strength, pulls right up on AJ Lane down the backstretch. And a little bit of contact. AJ gets sideways, gets a handful of steering wheel, straightens it back out. Chad Blackwell backed off and let him get straight. Close racing. Defoe round Blackwell off of turn 2, tries to get up alongside. She's got a head of steam up on the backstretch. Blackwell being pitched right down to the bottom of the speedway. Had to back out of it just a hair. Defoe up to the number 3 spot. Still a lot of laps left in this one. And Amanda Defoe, a young lady on a mission. Brings it right to the bottom of the speedway. Tries to pull up on the back bumper of AJ Lane. She's got about 3 car length deficit on Lane in that black Pinto. Defoe using every inch of racetrack. She was down below the yellow stripe that time, turns 1 and 2. Picks up another car length coming off of turn 4, working right at the bottom of the speedway. AJ Lane still riding that number 2 spot. Defoe right in his tire tracks off of turn 2. She'll be looking to pull alongside, coming off of turn 4. Pulls right up on the bumper of that Pinto off turn 4. She takes it to the bottom, and there's a drag race for turn 1. AJ Lane just looked left and said, "Where'd that come from?" He just picked it up just a hair. Defoe was stuck on the inside and had the feather back on the throttle a bit. She's going to make another run at him off of turn 4 this time. Defoe right down the inside. She's not quite good enough on turn 1 and 2. Final time off of turn number 4. Defoe goes after it, comes to the bottom. Joe Lane picks up the win. AJ Lane second. Defoe 3. Pace car coming to the inside in turn number 3. They're formed up door to door, bumper to bumper, up at turn 4, looking for green flag, and it is up.
15 cars strong.
One of the fastest speedways that the Legend cars will run on all year. Hanbury, or Krzyzewski out to the front. Hanbury, the number 3, working right there on number 2 spot. Gary Hammond's 4. Pat Judson rides 5. 191 of Wilkins rides in the number 6 spot, trying to close in.
Which one's here? Which one's Hanbury?
It's 3G. Oh, did it? Krzyzewski moving out the commanding lane. Here comes Gary Ham down the inside of Hanbury. Wheel to wheel for the runner-up spot. Ham had to back it off, and we've got a spinner in turn 3. Round and round he goes. Where he stops, nobody knows. Yellow flag on the speedway. Good job for Pat Judson.
Listen, my turn to put the gas on.
Wheel-to-wheel action for that runner-up spot. Gary Ham takes it over from the inside lane. Wilkins doing a little bit of bump drafting back there in the number 4 spot as they went down into turn 1. Tony Hanbury says, I only worry about you until you go up alongside. And we've got a problem down on 4. Darren Shearer just went over the top of the number 2 of Kevin Young, and I tell you, both of those cars have got some definite damage. I stepped to the door here a minute ago and it was, but... Test 1, 2, 1, 2. Smith and Young flew together off of turn 2. They are not gaining on him much. Young has got a little bit faster car than the 99 Mebby, but can't get around. Up to the number 5 spot, that camouflage number 5M of Mick Peterson. It's definitely been worth it for our two long distance haulers. They're both running in the top 5. Krzyzewski on a rail, 5 laps to go. Ham, nothing for him. Tries to keep closing in. Krzyzewski picking him up, putting him down off of turn 4. 4 laps to go as they swing by the flag stand this time. And Young gets around Smith for the number 3 spot. Alexandria wants it back. She takes it to the high side. Gets a good head of steam off of turn 2. Now she'll look low into 3. Young using every inch of racetrack he can use. Smith again, a hard run out to the outside in turn 1. Gets out there in no man's land, but it's okay. She's a young lady off of turn 2. Takes a look to the inside, but Young is already headed there. Young got a little sideways off of turn 4 that time. 2 laps to go. The best race on the Speedway is the 4 car and the 99 car, but looky, Ham is closing in on Matt Krzyzewski. He's got it down to 3 car lengths now as they exit turn 4. White flag on the Speedway. Ham driving the wheels off that number 20. The gap is down to 2 car lengths in turn 1 and 2. 3-car battle back there for third. Krzyzewski opens up the gap, down the backstretch. Ham makes one more run at it off of turn 4. He'll come up just a little short. And Alexandria Smith, a big handful of steering wheel off of turn 4. She had that car sideways in both directions. Saved it, comes home first. Kevin Young third. Mick Peterson crosses the line in the number 5 spot. And we're ready to go green here on the front straight. Wiley's still hanging up there on the high outside. He'll get the advantage down at turn 3 over Frisbee. Sharpstein ran it in the 3rd spot. Top 2 cars start to break away just a little bit. Charlie Sharp's taking out of that number 3 spot. Mike Ray back there in the number 25. Coyle, Gilson, and Noe battling over that 5th spot. Wozniak back there in 8th. Lee Sharpstein working up there at 9th, rounding out the top 10 is a two-car battle. That's Chris Zacharias and the 15 of Nicky Robinson. Ron Richter out of Akron, New York, not coming to speed. He's going to pick up a lap down here momentarily. Wiley takes it around the outside. Frisbee still hanging right on the back bumper of Wiley, not letting him get too far away. Sharpstein back there 3 car lengths. Billy Coyle has taken over the 5th spot. Noe right alongside, right behind him with Jilton dropping in 8th. Sharpstein and Zacharias battling over that 9th spot. Zacharias to the inside, Sharpstein to the outside. Single file run off of turn 2. Frisbee takes a peek to the inside. Lap traffic coming. He may be trying to figure a way to make that lap traffic yours to his advantage. Right to the bottom of the raceway off of turn 4. Hard left turn. Has to drop back in line in turn 1. Frisbee trying to look for racing room. Tommy Zacharias goes down the lap. The car working the outside lane is the number 41 of Mike Forbes out of White Sox, Pennsylvania. He clears out of the way of the leaders to the outside. Frisbee still going to work on the back bumper of the Wiley machine. Chris Zacharias was in miserable shape after the heat. They've wrenched on that car and it looks like the handling is under control. Zacharias on his way marching for the front. Zacharias, a past champion here at the Shangri-la 2 Motor Speedway. Frisbee keeps looking to the inside. Wiley has no way is he going to let him do that easy. Sharpstein settled back there in 3rd, the 25 machine on the right. Following along in that 4th spot. Zacharias takes it to the outside of Billy Coyle to get into the top 5. Battle for the lead down the backstretch. Frisbee to the inside of Wiley. Gets him hung out on the outside. Frisbee with the advantage off of turn 4. Wiley back to the whip on the front straight. Billy Frisbee up there on that top spot. Quickly moves out to about a 3 car length advantage. Wiley, 1-2, Charlie Sharpstein still right there. Right racing number 25 in the number 4 position. Gary Noe now putting some pressure on right. Look at that battle back there for 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th. Throw a blanket over that crew. Noe up to the number 4 position on the back bumper of Charlie Sharpstein. Noe takes a look down the inside, got a fender up underneath on Sharpstein. Sharpstein gives him room. Then wheel to wheel with a lap car is going to be a pick for Noe. Noe gets through, makes it 3 wide. Jilton look a little racy, looks to the outside of right, down at turn 3. Zacharias is closing in on that group. a group of lap traffic as they come off of turn 2. Jilson says it's go time. Works to the outside of right into turn 3. Zacharias closed up on that duo. Noe inside and outside of lap cars. Top 3 cars have got a lot of clear track right now. We'll see who's got some speed. Sharpstein working his way through lap traffic. He's got right and Chris Zacharias, and Zacharias got around Jilson. He's moved right up on the back bumper of the right machine. Frisbee a commanding lead on the front straight. Chris Zacharias, hard left, comes up alongside of right, going down into turn 1. Zacharias had miserable handling conditions during the heat. He was dirt tracking it out. He has got that thing dialed in. He's in the top 5 right now, top 4. Coming up. Right up on the back bumper of Charlie Sharpstein. Zacharias says, I remember how to drive this racetrack, and this is working. Looks right down to the inside. Hard left turn, dirt tracks it a bit off of turn 4. That lost him about a car length. Very, very slight whiff of blue smoke coming out of that car. I don't know if it's tires from driving it so hard or if it's engine smoke. Pulls right up on the back bumper of Charlie Sharpstein one more time. Gets a run up the outside in the 1Z. Can't pull it off. That time through 1 and 2, it didn't look like much smoke there. May have been a little bit of a tire rub. Zacharias up the outside of Charlie Sharpstein. Sharpstein had to backpedal a little bit. Then wheel to wheel down into turn 3. Sharpstein all the way to the bottom, gets it sideways, grabs a handful of steering wheel. Zacharias down to the 4th spot. 27 laps in. Jilson working the outside of Charlie Sharpstein, trying to stay in that top 5. Leaders working off of turn 2. 5th place working by the flag stand. Half a track lead for Bill Frisbee. Frisbee in heavy lap traffic, stepping very carefully. Wiley back there about 15 to 20 car lengths back. Gary Noe's been unable to close up on Wiley. He's sitting back there alone in 3, hoping for some help with some lap traffic. Zacharias leads the group down the backstretch, back there from 3rd. Matt Jilson is pulled back up on his back bumper. Sharpstein back to the number 5 spot. Bill Frisbee in dangerous territory, very heavy lap traffic. He's working his way up through. Takes a big out the outside of Zacharias down the backstretch. Nothing doing this by. The blue 25 of Steve Schultz working his way up through the top 10. Showing a black flag, I believe, to the number 87. Sharpstein brings the 8 in with lots of smoke showing. Lee has not had a lot of good luck with motors this year. Frisbee flashing by the flag stand one more time. 5 laps remaining. To the line. Parallel sticks coming up here in just a moment. Gary Noe has caught Wiley. Frisbee, a commanding lead, but Wiley has got a mirror full of a white number 1. Zacharias with about a 2-car length advantage over Jilton back there for 4th. Schultz is trying to break into the top 5 in the closing laps. Parallel sticks up. Your leader in 3 and 4. Frisbee goes by, 2 to go. Wiley and Noe go by, 2 to go. Zacharias in the 1Z flashes by. Jilton all over his bumper. Schultz in 6th spot and gaining. Frisbee, white flag. Gary Noe is glued to the back bumper of that 46. Jilton takes the outside lane. Zacharias blocked by a lap car. Checkers out on the front straight. Wiley will take 2nd, Noe 3rd. Who's going to pick up that 4th spot? Zacharias down pit road, back out onto the speedway, points it towards the finish line. Lap car spins, gathers Chris Zacharias up. And we're going to go yellow checker. 87 spun. That puts Jilton up to the number 4 spot. Schultz 5. We're not going to go any further back in the lineup without checking with scoring. But a tough, tough break for Chris Zacharias in the 1Z. The 87, there was a lot of lap traffic. The 87 of Kyle Weaver got sideways. Zacharias no place to go. And around they came. Picking him up for green off of turn 4. And I believe they're going to come back yellow. Although the number 1 of Todd Lorenzo either jumped out of gear, steering wheel come off in his hand, something. He jumped right out to the outside. And we've got a hard spin up the front straight. Couple of pumpkins missing and a half a bale of hay. working up the outside lane on Hanbury, down the backstretch. Everybody's still 2 by 2 by 2. Ripicova brings it to the bottom. Dick Marsh hanging on to that number 3 spot. Curran is 4. Buckley up to the number 5 position. Ramos 6, Deneen 7, Truesdale 8. Not letting Hanbury get very far away. Nicky Morris riding 3. They've broken away just a little bit. Zach Curran back there about 5 car lengths. Top 3 getting a little bit of a gap between them as they settle in. Hanbury trying to put some breathing room out there. Getting a little bit loose off of turn 4. Boyd putting the pressure on. Jody Buckley and Curran racing for that number 4 spot. They've been tight together. Look at that pack back there for 6th, 7th, and 8th. Deneen down on the inside. Ramos on the outside. Truesdale right there with him. Now with a commanding lead out there. Boyd goes after Ripcom. Almost made contact up here at 1. Morris back had to backpedal a bit. He's going to come right back on the wrong side. Dick Morris with about a 2-foot lead in the 2nd spot. Ripcom immediately came right back down the line. Curran was unable to capitalize, but now Curran's going to go after Ripcom. Ripcom sliding to the high outside. I got to believe he's got a flat tire. I believe a left front flat on the number 32. Picking him up off turn 4. And Boyd timed the start perfectly, got a good advantage on Hanbury, but Hanbury right back to him. And we've got a spin in turn 2. That's the number 1 machine, Todd Lorenzo. Lorenzo gets straightened out and headed back down the backstretch, but the yellow lights are already on. Picking him up off a turn 4. Morris goes early. No start. Hanbury says we'll fix this. More chances of making the start just like he did last time. Hanbury didn't go. And no green.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, why the hell is this video coming dead on me? Because there's no power, and that's why.
Nick Moore's out there trying to get a little advantage. He's going to try one more time to time it perfectly. Picks up the pace off of turn 4. Hanbury on the throttle at the same time. March on the outside trying to hang on out there for everything he can grab. Side by side run down into turn 3. Marshall now crossover, take a look to the inside, off of turn 2. Nothing doing there. Hanbury's just a tick faster. Jack Curran hanging on back there in 3rd. Buckley is 4th. Truesdale in the number 5 spot. Deneen back to 6. Sellers up to 8. 9 is Ramos. 10 is Lorenzo. 13 cars remaining of the top 25 that started. 5 laps to go this time by the flag stand. Yep. 4 laps to go. Trouble over on the outside of Ramos.
Come on, boys.
Slow on the outside of turn 3 and 4.
Show the caution.
Mike Ramos in the WV back, number 09.
First of the season.
Very slow up the front straight.
They have plenty of laps.
Off turn 4 they come, coming to green. Hanbury in command. Jack Curran riding in the number 2 spot. Jody Buckley right there, 3. Truesdale has just been picking his way towards the front slowly.
Back up before he gets top 5.
Hanging on to the number 4 finishing position if he stays right there. Another car that had problems made a pit stop is Connor Sellers. He's trying to break back into the top 5. White flag on the Speedway. 1 more time around, top 6 through. Lorenzo goes through. Leader in turn 3. Curran's got one last shot at it, can't make it happen. Hanbury picks up the win. Curran 2nd. Buckley 3. Truesdale 4. Deneen 5. Again, we'd like to thank the folks from Mid-State Basement Authority, Moore's Automotive, the Can Man, Coach's Pizza, Hurricane Graphics by Bob Lane, State Line Auto Body Shop, Ralph Beers Motors, Foot Service Center, and WJ Graphics for helping us put this show on. Down here with the Haunting on the Hill trophy, talking to the crew chief, checking out the family, enjoying being in victory lane one more time. I'll tell you what, this thing was on a rail all the way the last half of that race.
Yeah, the car was real good. The beginning of the race, it was a little loose. When I was coming up through traffic and everything, and we got up to the 17 car, and we had a little bit more motor, and I don't know, he was getting tight or what, and he was going in the corner so hard, and there was a few laps there. I got into his left rear and I let him gather it back up, but we had a heck of a car, good motor with Morgantini, and another good day.
Top crew chief standing right here at Victory Lane with you. You've been with you for a long time. That's one of the reasons you're back here at Victory Lane. That crew really does a job for you.
Yeah, you know, Tommy Gush, he busts his ass every day, all day on these cars, and when I'm in town from work and stuff, I go down there when I can, and Mikey Bowen, his grandson, he helps us out a lot too, and Josh Schwank, and everybody that's here tonight, my girlfriend Ashley, my mom, John, Doc is here tonight, and all the All-Rucks, they gave me a ride in the Legend car today. That was a lot of fun. You know, I got to thank everybody.
To end out the season, the more the more you race, the happier you are.
Yeah, you know, we're going to go on a shootout here in a few weeks, and with a modified, and this is a good way to end of the year. And you know, Patty and Billy Pruitt, they helped me out a lot too with work and the flexible schedule of race. So I got to thank those guys too.
I'm going to swing back and talk to a few of the other feature winners and in Victory Lane one more time here at Shangri-la 2 at the Haunting on the Hill. It's Tony Hanbury. Bill, I'm following you around, so I'm going to stand up here behind Hanbury's car. We'll count up to you. That car was perfect today. It took you out to get out front, but once you were out there, it ran away at height.
Yeah, it was perfect. It was a good car. It was on rails, actually. When we got by Wiley, I knew we had something. He's pretty dominant car here, usually.
Well, you kind of took your time there, and he looked faster than he was, but you really didn't push the issue for a few laps. Just waited to see how things were working out.
40 laps had to be facing. I didn't make it to the end to be there, so yeah. I see he was a little loose. It was only a matter of time before he slipped up a little bit. Luckily, he did.
Well, I know you've got a lot of lettering on that car, and you've got a lot of crewmen that help you here.
Look at the hood. Mid-State Basement Authorities, man. I can't thank those guys enough. Scott Coyle, chassis, motors, everything. Cuca Medical Center, 5-star bodies, top shelf liquor. Holy cow, what else I got over there? Sure Shift transmissions.
Need to carry a 3x5 card, right?
My car owner right here with Taylor Jane.
One with the Mossy sweatshirt, right?
That's the car owner right there.
Car owner working on being a crew chief. Ladies and gentlemen, Billy Frisbee in Victory Lane in the street stocks. And somewhere, I believe we've got Joe Lane wandering around here. Interview right here in the car while you're waiting to get your picture taken. This car, all year long, up till things closed down, has been absolutely on a rail. It is up front all the time. Today, you had some competition just off the back bumper by 2 or 3 cars.
Yeah, actually, my uncle sets the cars up for us, and he does a phenomenal job. I mean, you can put the cars pretty much anywhere you want on the track. I have a tendency, once I get in the lead, to kind of go into cruise control and, you know, not taking anything away from anybody else. My brother ran a really strong race, and he really showed a lot of improvement in that car this week, and I'm happy for him. And I was really, hoping that we could get the 1-2, which we did. And, I'm just happy with the car.
Well, there was a 2.2 Dodge Neon back there that I don't think I've ever seen a Dodge Neon run that fast before.
Oh, that car was fast. It came here last year for the fall brawl, and it was fast in that race too. So I knew that they were going to be a fast car.
Nice race out there. I'm sure you didn't get here without a little bit of help from some names on the side of the car, the Napa of Sayer, and there's some crew members that you really want to thank.
Yeah, actually I've missed a few times this year. I forgot to thank a few people. So I want to thank my Uncle John. He's my crew chief. I'd like to thank my dad. He's the car owner. My brother, my friend Justin, they come up and help us throughout the year. My family for putting up for all the long hours that I'm not at home. I'd like to thank all my sponsors, which is Napa of Sayre, P&D Trucking, Garrity Glass, BA Motorsports, and Howie's Pizza and Subs. And a special thanks to Tom Cundy, because he sponsored us race fuel for the night, so he helped us get the victory lane as well.
And on behalf of the Sharpstein family, we want to thank you for the help of putting this show on. It's been a great day of racing here at Shangri-La too.
I'd also like to thank the Sharpsteins for putting this on, because without them this wouldn't have been possible. So the big shout out to the Sharpsteins.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's 3 of our feature winners. I'm not sure where our IMAX Legend feature winner is, but if we run across them here in a few minutes, we'll take a quick word. I hope you have enjoyed yourself here at the Shangri-La 2 Motor Speedway today. It's been a little bit cold, but it's been absolutely hot on the track. Some great racing, some wonderful time with some old friends. I'm hoping that we can come back here and have a good time. We'll have to watch it, see what goes on. Haven't talked to Buck yet, but I hope he's pleased with how things have come out. If you're wandering out back towards the parking lot, you happen to run across one of the Sharpstein boys, thank them for putting this show on. It was a great day at the Concrete Castle. Drive close, drive careful on the way home tonight. We're sorry about the problems with the scoreboard. We're sorry about the problems with the PA system, but we got through it and we had some great racing.
Oh, well, you probably asked the right guy, because I tried that before at Schmunk Speedrome. It's really tough. I talked to Buck yesterday and told him just keep your head up. I said tomorrow will go fine. It's real nerve-wracking. The weather held out for him. I've never seen a promoter have rain all day and get all the races in, so he did way better than I did. We had one that we didn't get in, but Buck did one heck of a job today. Well, actually, we had a really good season at Chemung. We didn't race weekly. We went there 9 times this year, top 5 every time we went there. Just got to thank all my help, my crew. I used to have a girlfriend, now I have a wife, and she helps us every week. And my business I couldn't do without Buckley's Automotive.
I think they did a fantastic job, and I want to thank them for putting the show on and giving us all the opportunity to come down here and have some fun before the winter comes. The car was pretty good. We needed it to stay green. We would pick up a real bad push in the center, and I just couldn't get back to the throttle quick enough. Tony's car was really good. We're a little shy on horsepower too, I think, but I think if we were a little bit better through the center, could have rolled the center a little better, we would have had something for him today. Yeah, we had a pretty good year at Chemung. Had some bad luck, blew some motors up. Ran a street stock a little bit for Mike McDonald, and that went pretty well. We had some bad luck there too, broke some trainees, and but overall it wasn't bad. We got the B-Mod going pretty good down there, had a win there, and overall not a bad year, can't complain. I got to thank my mom and my dad first and foremost, and Mike McDonald helps out a lot. My Uncle Mark, my Uncle Brian, all my friends, Pat, Judson, John Phillips, Cameron Waxman, Zach James, and all my sponsors, Pine City Tool and Die, Zach's Grill, Paul Bennett's Garage. There's just a whole list of them. Horseheads Rental Center, I just can't thank everybody enough.
I think things went great. I have to thank the Sharpsteins for putting this on. Without them, obviously this race wouldn't have been put on. We wouldn't have had a chance to come up here and have a good time. And, overall, I think it was an awesome job from start to finish. Oh, I'd love to see him do it all next season, because we got 2 cars right now that'll be back here next year to support him. We ran once down Mahoning Valley. We went down there. And then we got ready for the ROC at Chemung. We went there and we won our class. And, overall, it's been a great season. I'd like to thank P&D Trucking, Napa of Sayre, BA Racing Supply, Howie's Pizza and Subs. I'd like to thank my crew, especially my crew chief. Without him setting the car up, I wouldn't be able to take it and put it in victory lane.
I just want to thank all the people and the racers and everybody who attended the event today. We had to get through some bad weather and a little bit of rain, but we made it to the finish, and I think we've seen one heck of a race today. I know it's a tough job being a promoter. I may have to sit back a ways. Mid-State Basements, they did the street stocks. They sponsored $1,000, and they took home their own money. That was a good thing for them. We have State Line Auto Body Shop. We had Moore's Automotive. We have Ralph Beers Motors. We have WJ Graphics. We have the Can Man in Waverly. God, I hope I didn't miss anybody. They've all been so good, and there's been so many people helping, and the sponsors have just been great. So And I also want to thank Coach's Pizza. I forgot to mention them, and they've done a heck of a lot for us today. Okay, especially Ron Hills and Morgan Colgrove. I can't thank enough. They've been out there pushing and getting things done. I couldn't have done it without those guys either. So it's just a lot of people. I want to thank everybody.